tools, and we're going to see how to change our Kali Linux password. So far, we have updated and upgraded our Kali Linux. Now we are ready to test some kind of installing features. So let me clear the screen by running this clear command, and I'm going to show you how to install tools or repositories. Okay? So let me paste this so that you can see it better. apt-get install python-setup tools. So this is how we install the repositories or libraries. So apt-get install, like we had done apt-get update and apt-get upgrade. Now we are doing apt-get install. So write this and hit enter. And as you can see, it actually installed Python setup tools for me. I'm going to explain what is Python setup tools. Don't worry, we're just testing right now. So if you hit the upper arrow in your keyboard, you can reach the latest command that you have executed. For example, if I hit, I will see apt-get install Python setup tools one more time. I'm just going to change it to Python 3 and hit enter one more time. Okay, so this will actually install Python 3 setup tools this time. And as you can see, it's actually downloading something and it's actually installing those repositories or tools or libraries inside of my Kali Linux. And it's very easy to do that. I'm just running apt-get install and it's doing all this job for me. And I'm going to do some other tests as well. Later on, I'm going to explain why we are doing this. So I'm going to run this apt-get install with dsniff, D-S-N-I-F-F. And for example, in here, in this case, we are seeing this Y or M option. Of course, I'm going to say yes, and it will just continue to download the repositories. So why I'm doing this, for you to see, it's very easy to install some packages inside of Kali Linux. So if you want a tool, you can just install it by running apt-get install. And in some cases, it will ask you for yes or no. You can just say yes, okay? And for Python setup tools, we're going to use a lot of tools that are written in Python, so it has to be ready inside of our Kali Linux so that we won't come across with any problems later on. And dsniff is for ARP spoofing that we're going to see within a couple of sections when we deal with man-in-the-middle attacks. You will see what it does later on, don't worry. And if you come to that far, now it's time to change your password, because we're using Kali Linux as root, and the default password of root for Kali Linux is Tor, T-O-O-R, and every hacker in the world knows this, so it's not very safe to use Kali Linux with root, and with root with default password as well. So some people choose to use another username, okay, but we're not going to do that in this course because it will create some other administrator problems later on that we don't want to spend our time with. If you want to add a user at some point, you can write this add user command with a space and writing a username, but again, I'm not going to do that. Rather, I'm just going to change the password of the root so that it would be safer for us to continue. In order to change the password of the root, all you have to do is run this command, passwd. If you hit enter, it will ask you for your new password. So when you type it, it won't show up in the screen that you're writing because of the security reasons, but just type it and hit enter. And it will ask you to retype your new password and retype your new password one more time and just hit enter, and it will change your password. Now, when you log out or when you shut down the Kali Linux, when you log back in, make sure you use your new password. Now you're actually ready to go. Of course, you have learned the basics right now, and you have so much more to learn, including Kali Linux commands, some basic Linux commands, and some other basic features as well. But we're going to take care of those in the following sections when we are learning about ethical hacking, okay? So that's why we're going to stop here and head for the more interesting parts